Austin, let's talk about our next fight. We got a MMA three-round, 2-minute heavyweight bout between Ronnie Schultz from Logan, West Virginia. He's going to be taking on Joseph Perry from Gauley Bridge, West Virginia. Now, Ronnie Schultz coming in here, it looks like he's making his MMA heavyweight debut, and Joseph Perry has a loss under his belt, but looks like Joseph Perry is the more experienced coming into an MMA bout.
Definitely. When you've already been in the ring once, that's experience. Now, Ronnie Schultz, you see him coming out right now, ladies and gentlemen. I actually train with him. He trains with me and Elijah at Underdog Fight Academy. So I'm really excited to see how he does. You know how they do. When you come out for your debut, nerves can get to you, man. Nerves can get to you. But I told him, I said, all you have to rely on is your training. That's all you have when you go in there, especially your debut, is your training. So go in there, have fun, get out of your own head, have fun, and we're gonna see how this goes here. I mean, you got a man that's already weathered the storm once, and then you got one about ready to get the taste of it for the first time. So we should be in for a good treat here.
Yes, we are going to be in for a great treat here. Fight number 4 on our 18-bout fight card. If the first 3 bouts, the third bout happened so fast we didn't even have a chance to call it. If anything's like our first 3 bouts, we're in for a great night tonight.
Absolutely. You see him bringing them in.
Schultz is fighting out of the red corner, and Perry is fighting out of the blue corner.
All righty, we're about ready to get this underway, ladies and gentlemen. Should be a fun one.
Yep. It's Perry. It's Schultz. 3 2-minute rounds in the MMA heavyweight division. And we're underway.
Here we go.
I think the game plan here is for Schultz to work the cage. Don't give Perry any chance to room, and he's working him. And if you don't know, Elijah Thacker is our commentator. He's in the corner as I'm calling this one alone. Schultz is working on Perry over on the cage. He's got him grappled. Thacker's hauling out for knees. Schultz is taking some good shots, and Schultz is looks like he's looking for a takedown. He's going for it. Schultz. Schultz is looking for that takedown.
You hear Elijah giving strong instructions here. I came off the mic for a little bit watching. This is my teammate in there fighting, so I'm watching a little bit. But I'm leaving the professional Elijah Thacker to the coaching.
Yeah, Thacker's doing a good job coaching him. I think Schultz needs to get him to the ground. I think if he gets him to the ground, I think he'll get the upper hand in this fight. As we got 10 seconds left in the opening round. I think Schultz won this round.
Yeah, absolutely. I think
now, Schultz is your teammate, and seeing him competing like this, and we about have a wipeout, but just tell me a little bit about Schultz since he is your teammate. He's competing in this event, and he trained for this event. What do you think to be going through his mind?
Well, listen, first round, first time ever being in the cage like that, it's nerves. That's all it was. You heard Elijah giving strict instructions, and Schultz knows what to do. Change levels. I mean, he's not stupid. He knows what to do. It's nerves. It's exactly what it is. This first round is behind us now. Now you've already got that taste. Now I look for Ronnie to actually go in and execute the game plan. You've already got first round jitters, butterflies out. I look for Elijah to give stern instructions, and Ronnie listens. I think now he'll be able to actually do what he's supposed to do. I would like to see Ronnie, loosen up, pop the jab a little bit, and then when he had a perfect opportunity up against the cage there to really switch levels, get him to the ground. That's where Ronnie can be dangerous.
Now tell me a little bit about Ronnie's takedown. I think, from my point of view, I think if Ronnie can get can get Perry on the ground, I think Schultz can easily put this one away.
It'll be very dangerous. He's just got to get him to the ground, and I think he was just very nervous.
As we're getting ready to start round number 2, Schultz and Perry. Schultz working Perry, working with the jab, pushing him back up against the cage. That's one thing Schultz has done so far.
Oh!
Great. And we got a shot right there. Oh, Perry has got the momentum on Schultz.
Oh, nice
Schultz.
uppercuts.
Schultz is reeling. Now Schultz has got the upper hand. He was able to weather the storm.
Oh, absolutely. But, hey, listen, Ronnie did a good job by staying in control right there. And now he's got him up against the cage. Let's see what he can do. I don't want to take anything away from Perry, though. Listen, he's fighting a very great fight. Can't take it away from the man. He's fighting a very great fight. I would just like to see Ronnie be a little bit more active here.
Yeah, Schultz needs to be a little bit more active. But one good thing I've noticed about Schultz, he is working Joseph Perry to the cage, not giving Joseph Perry many chances to move away and work the open mat. He's closing him down. He's keeping him contained where he can work with him and try to get him on that ground. It looks like he's trying to get him to the ground.
He is. He's throwing a nice body shot. Now he's changing levels, and watch how he's going to tuck. He's going to tuck his head and make sure. He's going to try to lock the hands together, and he's watching the guillotine. He's trying to keep his neck tight to prevent the guillotine. Now he's fighting the hands. Oh, nice.
Good. Nice left hook. Even Perry acknowledges that.
Nice little.
Elijah giving instructions to Schultz. As we're talking much about Schultz, Joseph Perry fighting from Gauley Bridge, he's showing that he's not afraid of Schultz.
No, he's not.
As we're under 10 seconds left in this bout. And that will end round number 2 between Perry and Schultz. Austin, what's your takeaways from that round?
Listen, we're seeing a completely different fighter in Ronnie right now. I mean, he is got to let his hands go by just doing. He's spitting nothing but facts right now. He has to throw his hands. He has to be active because you're setting up something when you're throwing your hands. Even though you might not be trying to throw him the hard jab, but you're setting something up. You're trying to get a reaction. Then he wants to get him to the ground. And he's had opportunities when he's up against the cage. He's got to get busy with the knees to the thighs. He's got to switch levels. He's got to lock the hands when he's going under the hips, and he's got to secure the takedown. If Ronnie can get him on the ground and get on top, Ronnie will be right in his element. He's just having trouble getting there first.
So here's just a wild thought. Do you think Ronnie should go away from the takedown and try to just use his hands more?
If he'll throw him, yes.
All right, we're getting ready to start for the third and final round of this MMA heavyweight bout. Fight number 4 on our fight card. Schultz and Perry, round 3. If I'm Perry, I'll be looking to be more aggressive because I feel like you've lost those 2 rounds. Well, he may have won the second round, but the first round I know he didn't do good.
I believe Perry could be closely up 2-0, closely, just by.
This is very close and good shot by Schultz. Good body shot by Schultz, working him up against that cage right in front of us. Austin, what do you think Schultz needs to do right here?
Well, he's doing a good job. He's landing shots. He's gaining points. Those body shots hurt. Listen, Ronnie has heavy hands when it don't seem like.
And referee's giving Schultz a warning to grabbing the cage, and he needs to be careful.
Listen, he's got heavy hands. He does. It doesn't look like it's hurting right now. Those shots hurt, especially from the body. You see him, he's getting a little bit more comfortable. I wish we had a couple more rounds of this fight. He's getting more comfortable.
Yes.
He's trying to turn him.
Schultz, you're here with Elijah Thacker. He's telling him to throw your hands. Throw some knees as well.
Stay busy, Ronnie.
If you're Ronnie,
Stay
Ronnie needs to be. I think Ronnie's being the aggressor. I think Ronnie's been the aggressor this whole fight. As Schultz
eats a good leg kick.
Throwing that jab. Oh, good shot by Perry. As we're down to the final 10 seconds of the round. Go.
Oh,
this is where
nice.
I would just go out. You got nothing to lose here. Schultz is working. So's Perry. Perry got a shot at the end, and that will end round number 3. In Austin, it kind of looked like this could go either way.
You know, it was very close. I definitely listen. I definitely think Perry. I think Perry was way more active and landed way more significant shots. I think Ronnie did a good job controlling up against the cage. You know, Perry wasn't really able to do too much with that. And the way these judges score things, man, listen, you don't know. You don't know how it could go either way. You know, Ronnie had very good control up against the cage, landing significant shots. But I think once it was broken up and we was in the center of the octagon, definitely Perry took that.
Yeah. We're waiting on the judge's decision. This is going to be a tight one. I'm not making any predictions here, but it could go either way between Schultz or Perry. But I'll just tell you this, Austin. This was a good fight. This was good to watch if you're a fan of the grappling and fan of the strikes and just the movement, in my opinion. Yeah,
absolutely. We're about ready to find out. Judges' decisions coming in.
Well, I'll tell you what, whoever wins this one earns it.
Absolutely.
They earned it because out of all the fights we've seen so far, this one has been the most closest.
Absolutely, yeah. And listen, if Ronnie, you know, like I say, he's my teammate. If he walks out of here with a loss, it's a not really a loss. It's a great learning experience. You know, them jitters, they're out of the way now. And listen, we watched Perry fight. I watched him fight. That's a whole different man than what we seen in his debut MMA fight. And that's what experience will do to you, being in there and just getting those butterflies and jitters out there for the first time. He looked way more comfortable than what he did in his first fight.
Yeah. Again, we're still waiting on the decision as it's being brought up to our ring announcer, Aaron Anderson. I hope I'm saying his name right. But, folks, for those back home, we don't have a ring girl. We don't have none available, so we're trying to find one at the last second. But we'll take it to Aaron Anderson.
29-28. Judge 1 scores the fight, 29-28. Your winner by split decision out of the blue corner, Joseph Perry.
That was a close bout. That really was close.
I think it was just fairly though. I would believe that he had the edge over on that fight.